Hello and welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. Last time we got our leg all fixed up, and apparently now it's a glowing leg of some sort. I don't like it very much. It's pretty bad. Let's check what Shannon has to say about it. How are the drugs treating you? I don't like to take medicine. Street lights seem a bit brighter. I feel a little distracted. I would say I definitely feel a little bit distracted. Mostly due to the fact that the leg is in a bit of a state. You're probably pretty tired, too. I usually feel more tired after a late night nap. Yeah, that was totally the same thing as a late night nap. Hey, you ever take anything for that? Caffeine pills or... No, never. Nothing at all. I mean, caffeine pills aren't worth it. I mean, I could do with a little bit of coffee, maybe a tea. But caffeine pills, are you joking? Well, it's common in your line of work, right? The company store had some pills the miners used to stay awake. Well, yeah, but that's because they're miners. If they didn't stay awake, the ceiling would cave in on them. Kind of like it happened to us. Which is a thing, I guess? That's terrible. My folks had a particular relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood. So we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would be contested. And we learned to just pile up on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. Huh. So is that why Weaver never managed to get to a psychiatrist? For the whole, repeatedly trying to drown people things? I mean, I'm sure she, showed the symptoms pretty early, trying to drown squirrels, mollusks of various sorts. I mean, admittedly, trying to drown mollusks is not a good idea because they're pretty good at not being drowned, but I'm sure Weaver would try it. I mean, it's kind of what she does. If a cut got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another miner, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with a gossipy anecdotal warning and superstitions. Like all this lore that came with it. Yeah, no, those anecdotal warnings are not really anecdotal. You should take them pretty seriously because, I mean, if you take your immunity pill and drink grapefruit juice, you will die. Just saying. Like magic, dangerous mysteries. Yeah, did you ever run into any problems, Shannon? Is perchance your general inability to, just deal with the whole social interaction a cause of some pill you took at some point? Sure, yeah, stuff will be expired or mislabeled. Mom was allergic to penicillin, as it turned out. That was scary. And one time, in high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. And it ends up, she got so focused on, this one task of drowning people that she, in the end, just never ceased to actually stop trying to drown people. And since then, she's been trying to drown... Look, let's not talk about Weaver if at all possible. So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school, too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Shannon, those pills turned her into a homicidal maniac. Did you take the pills? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. I had a kind of presence and clarity of purpose that never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed. My notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remember this moment for several years before. It came up so suddenly with such precision I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recall the whole thing properly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of the bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame and reinforcing it. I was fixated on that image and that sound, the cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint, like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. That is a very weird description, Shannon. You sound like you have gone off your mind. My parents came back from their double shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious from thirst, patching that birdcage with a 1,000-yard stare. Yeah, no, that sounds legit. You should probably have at that point stopped Weaver from taking the pills. I mean, the whole, constant fixation on water and putting people in water was probably one sign that you should stop her from taking the pills. But also that situation doesn't sound like anyone should be taking those pills, quite frankly. That sounds pretty bad, I'm just gonna say. How's it going, Maurice? I got my leg fixed. Guess the rain stopped. You get some rest back there? Did you, Maurice? I didn't feel much rested myself. That doctor seemed nice enough. That doctor was not very nice. He was all about the money. All about the money. And he was also maybe slightly crazy. Hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to tell what exactly is crazy in this world because everything seems to be a bit crazy. It's kind of concerning. But I'm tired most of the time these days. We'll get a break, maybe tomorrow, huh? No, you're not getting any breaks. Come on now, Conway. That is way too easy. Let's see what we got out here. Hello? Where are we right now? Oh, we're at the front of the museum. Hey, museum visitors, how's it going? Are you guys okay? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. What, Bob? What happened? Try the door. You're a little late for the museum. Are you folks lost? I mean, you are a little late for the museum. Please try, if at all possible, to not break into the museum. That'd be great. But I don't trust these people, Ben. And then what? Ben, you're being very uptight right now. Are they not listening to us? Hey, do you guys exist in a separate dimension? You kind of seem like you exist in a separate dimension. You're right, it's unlocked. I'm not sure it's finished in there, though. What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that? I don't know who these people are. They seem to exist in a separate time zone from us. We've entered this time dimensional portal, which may or may not otherwise be known as, like, painkillers. But it apparently Conway is seeing things that aren't happening, and that's pretty concerning. This late, you'll wake someone up. They're pretty friendly in there. They are pretty friendly. Hush, I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? No, it was Conway. Don't worry about it. I didn't hear anything. We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. It's probably for the best, you three. Guys, please, can you say something of any legitimacy? All right, let's go in. If everything shuts down, it'll be pretty boring. Well, yeah, it will be pretty boring, but, you can just get through it. Any of you folks know a diner or something around here? I mean, that's a legitimate question. I mean, we haven't eaten for this entire thing. Anyone know anything? What? I said it'll be boring. No, looks like we are pretending to be a ghost to these people. Kind of similar to how they were a ghost to us previously, I believe. So we're freaking them out like nobody's business right now, which personally, I am fine. I am fine being a poltergeist to a bunch of random people, especially if they're vagrants trying to break into a museum. That is not acceptable. Look, if we visit by day, we see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Oh, how interesting. Look, I'm done with those three. They're not very interesting. Emily, Ben, Bob, please try to stop being in some sort of, I don't know, temporal trap. And if we could possibly head our way out. So what's the plan here? We could use a bite to eat. What do you think? We should try to get in touch with that clerk. Head back to the Zero. I think we should go for a bite to eat, because as I said, we haven't eaten anything this entire time. And we need the actual nutrition to get our brains running and hopefully stop being in some form of dimensional portal or, glowing leg situation. Well, there's an all-night convenience store not too far from here. Is that okay? That sounds fine. Let's do that. Okay, we can take 31 heading east. It's right before 65, is it? Okay, we can do that. That sounds like a plan. Let's go. Away we go, people. Back onto the highway. Luckily, it's a completely Euclidean area, which is really ideal. I do not like non-Euclidean things. So, we also don't have to go back on the 0 to find this place. Wait, where are we supposed to go? The truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. I mean, at least we're right next to Equus gas station. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good situation. We'll get to meet the crazy guy with the cross-dimensional portal beneath his basement. What is this? Oh, wait, did we actually, like, stop our truck, or did it die? Because I think it died. That is a pretty big fallen tree, though. Nothing to be done? Can you take a look at it, Shannon? Because it doesn't look good. I guess I could poke around in there, but I don't know a damn thing about engines. Thanks, Shannon. Very helpful. Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? Arguable. That's a small issue. I may not know how to function properly. Lisette's is up on a hill, so, you know, I get the picture. Anyway, do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? I mean, we are, like, right next to Equus, so there's a chance we could maybe, you know, have a chat with that guy. I drove past here yesterday. Oh, what were you doing out here yesterday? What was I doing out here yesterday? That is actually a pretty good question. Did we do anything about the tree in the bog? I don't recall anything about a bog. What did we do out here yesterday? I have no clue. That's what I asked you. It's a fair one. I saw two strangers by the road. Maybe it was a dream. I dreamed that. Have we ever been here? I mean, this is like right outside of Equus gas station. Did we see anything at all? I don't recall anything. Conway, you appear to have lost your mind. Maybe it was a dream. I dreamed that. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a towing company? We could possibly call, Equus Oil. That'd be great. Yep, Lucky Boot Collision and Towing. Here's their card. I found this card for Mercadet Wreck Recovery on the dash. I can't read the name or the number on this flyer, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. Oh, my word. Conway, you are not that far out of it right now. Look, you obviously know a towing company. This is what you do. Lucky Boot? All right, I'll give them a call. I hope I can get a signal out here. Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell. I didn't even know that you guys, like, had cell phones right now. What is Bilbo still doing with us, by the way? I don't recall having allowed Bilbo to join us on this adventure. I'd prefer that Bilbo stay in his nice little museum, because that is just not... I don't like Bilbo very much. He's kind of a terrible person, but you know. Shannon speaks into a large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi, hello, we've got an old, I want to say diesel old truck that stalled out. Inaudible, irritable, sleepy, confused. Well, I feel like it's the middle of the night. It's going to be a bit sleepy. Did I wake you? The card says open 23 hours a day. Well, Shannon, this is the 1 hour. Come on, try to be a bit more courteous. Inaudible, accusatory, inquisitive, suspicious. I don't feel like anyone who runs a towing company should be speaking in an accusatory tone. I mean, I feel like it's the police's job to be speaking in the accusatory tone. It's your job to be speaking in the inquisitive tone. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's why I'm calling exactly. That's all. Oh, yeah? Apologetic, forceful, obtuse. Really? I mean, okay, here's the thing. This is like what Conway is hearing of the phone call. How do you, like, hear someone on the phone, just, like, not through the phone, but just, like, you know, passively listening, and pick up on the mumbles that in some way it's obtuse? How does that work? That doesn't make any sense. He's apologetic. He can't be obtuse. Conway couldn't possibly glean that out of so little. No, it's okay. We just need to get to an auto shop and get this taken care of. Yeah, What is this? Wistful maudlin? What does that even mean? What is a maudlin mood? I wouldn't have even had that be some form of adjective. Or concerned. I mean, at this point, given the the personality of the person that we've currently been putting on the phone, it seems like he'd be more likely to be concerned overall. Thanks for the offer, but we really just need a tow is all. Shannon, what did he just ask you to do? It's going to be slightly concerning. You need to know. Meticulous, neighborly, pragmatic. I feel like he's a neighborly kind of guy, definitely. We already ate. As soon as you can get out here. We're off 65 somewhere, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Man, what the heck is this guy even on about right now? Shannon, please, use your ability to be completely untactful to just skip through the entire situation. Placating, perfect. Oh, you do? Great. Yeah, was it a storm or something? Oh, Shannon, it doesn't matter. Look, just get the person on the phone and just try to get the truck over here, Shannon, okay? Stop creating small talk. Okay, my pleasure. How long do you think you'll be? Silence, radio music, distant traffic sounds. Oh, my word. You know there's only going to be one answer to this one. You'd be like, oh, distant traffic sounds, because of course he's very close to the road. No, complete silence. He's not going to get there at all. He completely hung up. What a jerk. What a terrible guy. I mean, technically we made him do it, but at the same time, what a jerk. He just hung up on us. Maybe that means he is booking it right now over here. It's kind of hard to tell. I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. We could look over the road map again. Yeah, I don't really want to. Pretty grim place to be stuck. I wonder what happened to the tree, I mean. It was probably wind. Maybe it was just old. Is that a statement against me? Come on now. You know my leg's broken. Come on. And currently glowing in a really weird state. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfires would come through and clear them all out. It made room for the new trees. But then people built houses and we can't have fires going all the time, so we kept putting them out. Now we have these old trees choking out the saplings, starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap, and then some road crew comes by and blasts the stump with dynamite. First off, Shannon, I'm pretty sure they don't blast the stump with dynamite, they just dig it out. Secondly, I see what you're doing here, Shannon. You're trying to make some metaphor about my existence, Shannon. Shannon, I will slap you so hard, Shannon. Don't even go there right now. Come on, she's trying to be like, oh, Conway, you're so old. You're getting in the way of all of the younger people who have so much more potential in their lives than you do. Because your leg is broken and currently glowing in a really weird fashion, which means that you may or may not be possessed by some evil demon. Which admittedly is a pretty good reason to try to, off someone. Shannon may have a legitimate reason to try to off us. I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. Yeah, sure, Shannon, whatever you say. If you plot to kill me, I swear I will find you. I mean, it's not going to be hard to find her because she's basically just part of our companionship at this point. Hey, Ezra, how's it going? Are you bored? Not yet. Okay. To me, you look a little bored. No, it's just the glowing leg. Don't worry about it. Let's play a game. Can we please not play 20 questions? Because that's going to take a while. What would you like to play? We can tell the furniture with those little with this little tree branch. What does that mean? It's pretty easy. Just break off the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the cutting out and the questions. I don't understand what this guy's on about, but I'm sure he has some sort of future telling abilities. What kind of job will I have next? That's a good one. Ezra snaps a small branch away, one at a time, counting out possibilities. Doctor, lawyer, taxman, driver, driver. Of course I'm going to be... Ezra, you're disgusting. Get out of my face. Okay, what else? What kind of bed will I sleep in tonight? Snap smaller branches away. What is this? King size, queen size, twin size, bunk. Bunk? Oh, Conway's going to sleep in a bunk bed. He's going to continue to be a driver. This is so sad. These other branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a bunch of sticks. Yeah, thanks, Ezra. You're the worst, Ezra. Unfortunately, I don't really want to chat with Maurice all that much. The one-sided Maurice chats are, you know, questionable. That thing's been broken for years. So, we'll get to find out what station you had it tuned to when it went out. A snapshot of a younger man's taste. Ha 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 ha. Do you remember what it was? Probably some form of talk radio, I would guess. Whew. That was a sudden fit of sneezing, which was unexpected. Well, I'm sure we'll find something to listen to on the road. What are you saying? You don't like my choice of radio? You don't like talk radio? Shut up, Shannon. Nobody cares. Jeez. How long do you think we'll be waiting here, man? I mean, Maurice probably thinks it's going to be quite a while. I don't mind. I have a lot to think about. It's admittedly true. You have had your leg replaced with something antediluvian. It's not the best. I guess I always do. I'm a thinker, all right. Oh, wait. Is this Ezra talking? This is Ezra talking to the dog. I thought that was Conway. Oh. Huh. Well, I misinterpreted that situation a bit. What's going down here? What the heck is this? Who are these two? Why are we on a motorbike with a little... This game is weird. This game is just absolutely weird. Well, anyway, for now, that will bring us to the end of this episode. I know this is the absolutely wrong time to stop, as things have just gotten incredibly strange, but you're just going to have to deal with it and come back to the strangeness next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Until then, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day.